Hey y'all, so I wanted to film a little get ready with me video. I really love these videos personally, so I figured it would be fun to film one with you guys too. Start off by saying I'm in no way a hairstylist or a makeup artist. This is just what my little routine is. I do have like a couple questions for a little Q&A type deal while we're doing it too. So I figured that would be fun, but yeah, hey, hi, I'm Rue. I'll start off with that. And yeah, let's just get into it, I guess. A question that I get asked all the time when I show up on Instagram is, how did you do your hair when my hair is like this? I use this cheapo Conair Infinity Pro. It doesn't have a moving head or anything like that, but it just acts as a round brush. Basically, this is just to show you that you don't need the Dyson hairdryer. That is how I do my hair, so get that one out of the way. And let me go get my other questions set. So again, I'm no makeup artist. This is just my personal routine getting ready. So don't bash me if I do things out of order. It works for me, and that's all that matters. Pull my hair back. Somebody asked what skincare I use. So I use a lot of the Paula's Choice. Right now I'm putting on the hydrating treatment mask. This is what I use as my base before I put my makeup on because it is so dry in the desert. It's so dry here, guys. It's like my skin just instantly drinks this. So I imagine it's really good. Bring it down onto my neck, everything like that. It doesn't have any SPF in it, but it is a really good product. Highly recommend the Paula's Choice. And then I'm trying out the Cerave foaming facial cleanser right now for normally to oily skin. Gonna see if that works. I was using the Paula's Choice. It's like a 3-step acne system. I get hormonal breakouts every time around ovulation for me. And then of course, like with masks, I'll get some mask acne like you can see here. And I liked the cleanser, but at the same time, I felt like it was stripping my skin a bit too much, making my skin too dry, which can make you just break out more. But I am still using the anti-redness exfoliation solution and the daily clearing skin treatment. And I put those on at night after I've like washed off all my makeup, showered, everything like that. So that's what I have for skincare right now. I love the brand Ilia. They're a clean makeup brand. I think they're based in Canada, if I'm remembering correctly. But that's pretty much primarily what makeup I do use. I'm just gonna go in and like cover up any little spots that I have and then do some under eye concealing. But yeah, the makeup is really nice and light. And it's very clean. It doesn't make my skin break out, anything like that, because I have super sensitive skin. Like super sensitive. I'll break out with anything. It's kind of a pain in the ass. My skin has always been this way. And I feel like I've always been searching for some sort of like foundation that gives enough coverage so that if like I do have a breakout, it's not just like front and center, but doesn't like drown my skin. I swear my skin started getting better after I started using this makeup too, because it has First off, it's like a tinted concealer, or not a tinted concealer, a tinted moisturizer essentially. It's a super serum skin tint. It has SPF 40 in it, which is really good. But yeah, I love Ilia. They're an amazing company, super amazing brand. I'm using the very last drops of the bottle that I have now before I open the next one. And it's just super, super, super nice. There we go. And I love it too, because like some moisturizers you really can't do what I just did and like leave a bunch of like dots on you, whereas like this doesn't dry out immediately. I just spread it around with my hand first, and then go in with this little guy to kind of buff it out. I haven't tried like a foundation brush with this yet because I feel like it'll just take too much of the product in the bristles. So somebody asked me Massachusetts weed versus California weed. I think first off, this person is confused. I used to live in Maine. I did do work at like influencer work at cannabis dispensaries before. So that's probably why they're a little bit confused, but I can compare those for you guys. I'd say the quality is definitely, like, you can get better quality rec weed out here, but you do really have to like search through it, sort through the really, really bad types. Maine by far has the best out of any state that I've lived in or been to, honestly. It just has some of the best weed ever. But yeah, I'd say out of like Massachusetts versus Cali for rec, Cali is definitely much better, but that's to be expected because like they've been in the game so much longer than anyone else. Again, I'm no makeup artist, guys. I just vibe with it. So this is my Ilia Bronzer, which I love. Love, 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 love. It's amazing. I'm gonna put things to the side because I also need to clean out my makeup box, so a lot of old product in it. All right, how many states have I lived in? Just Maine, Minnesota, Nevada, and now California. So 4 altogether, 3 not including California. And I lived in Maine for most of my life. Like the vast majority of my life I've been living in Maine. Minnesota was like the second, you know, longest for me. The one product from Ilia that I really just don't enjoy is they have, what is it? What am I thinking of? Oh, their highlighting serum. That made me break out like a ton. So I don't use that. But pretty much everything else I do, like 99% of my makeup routine is Ilia products, and I'm not sponsored at all. I pay full price for that shit. They like barely run a sale, but I'm telling you, I gotta preach the gospel of it, because if you have sensitive skin and you just like want clean skincare in general, that is who to go to. Just really dab some extra under my eyes and stuff because my eyes crease a lot. Okay. Next question is my favorite part about leaving the East Coast and my favorite part about moving to California. Definitely, I'd say twice over, the weather. And then secondary is like the people here are really happy. They're really super fucking friendly. Like, we were joking about it the other day because New England is a very harsh place. I have Nars Orgasm. That's what I'm using for blush right now. I really like the cream blushes a bit more though. So highly recommend the Glossier one. Glossier, I'm not sure how you say it. And then Ilia does have a cream blush too. That's really nice and I like that. But yeah, New England is like a very, very harsh place. The people are very kind of harsh and rigid. Like, we were joking because when we went in to set up the P.O. box, it took us so much time. It took us like, it felt like half an hour to an hour just to sign a couple papers, but it was just because people wanted to talk to us. They were like, oh my God, you're young, you know? Like, oh, we can be social. And I think part of that is the area that we live in right now is definitely like an old person area. So the average age here is a lot older, and anybody younger here is like, oh shit, we can be friends. I don't hate the Nars Orgasm, but it's definitely not my favorite. I don't really understand all the hype that it's gotten, if I'm being honest. I don't like, I feel like it has a lack of pigmentation too. And it's mostly like highlight, but that's just me. I don't think I'd buy it again. I'm glad I bought the small size. But yeah, the weather and the people here are really nice. Like, everywhere we go to, we have really positive interactions with people, whereas like on the East Coast, people just kind of like scowl at you. Like, we're joking because like even we do it. Like, if somebody approaches us that we don't know, we're like, who the fuck are you? Like, it gets like, yeah, I don't know. We're definitely hardened by the place that we grew up in, for sure. Well, I just kind of grew up here. Kind of grew up in Massachusetts. I fucked up my eyebrows, guys. I should have just gone in to see somebody, but they'll grow out. Yeah, I'd say those are the two benefits that we're seeing the most. Oh, and the food here. The food here is amazing. It's amazing to be able to get like great quality produce in the middle of winter. It's just awesome. Any regrets on moving so far? Honestly, none. Like, I'll miss our house a lot. Our house was amazing. It was a beautiful post and beam cabin. It was truly like my dream house, but your dream house doesn't matter if you're just like impoverished from trying to keep that dream house, which is exactly where we were at. Like, at the end, we were literally living so month to month, swapping back and forth who was going to pay the mortgage. It was just, we weren't in a good place. Like, I am now debt free. I have money in the bank to go buy a property. So honestly, like, I don't have any regrets. We are so much more set up in such a better place than we ever could have been out there. And then on top of that, like, we just didn't really have like friends out there. Like, at all. It wasn't for lack of trying to. Like, I tried to hang out with people. People don't want to drive to see you if you're out in the sticks, first off. And then a lot of the time I just didn't necessarily, like, I'd hang out with somebody for a bit and then I'd kind of like lose the vibe, so to say, because like they would be really intense on a certain subject that I just like couldn't connect with. There's like a lot of woo-woo hippie mamas out east, and that's totally fine. Like, I'm into that, but at the same time, I'm somebody who has greatly benefited from modern medicine, and know like my partner has greatly benefited from modern medicine. So it's hard when people are just like really like fuck the system, fuck modern medicine, when it literally just like saves people's lives a lot of the time. But that's fine. Yeah, and then on top of that, like I said, like people just don't really like come out and visit you when you live in the sticks. It's just true. I don't blame them, because I don't necessarily go visit people all the time when I have to drive an hour or two to do it. So I get it. But yeah, I'd say that's kind of all of the reasons why I don't regret moving out here. You know, like the house was awesome, but at the same time too, like right before we sold the house, I had to put my dog down, our dog down, and it just had a lot of memories in it that were kind of hard as well, because like that was my pal, that was my best friend. And I will try not to cry right now. Still is very, very fresh, you know. I'm gonna go for a pink look today. Oh, that's super pink. I got this Morphe palette. I think that's how you say it. If it's not, please let me know. Please correct me if I'm ever saying anything wrong, because I don't want to be an idiot. But yeah, I got this Morphe palette and I really, really, really love it. The colors are super pigmented on it. They're just really nice. Personally, I wait to blend until I have like all my colors on. That's probably wrong, but I don't really care. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. Now I can blend it out. All right. What inspired me to start YouTube again? So I think to answer this question, I have to go into why I stopped YouTube in the first place, which is like a couple reasons, honestly. First off was just like mental health. I wasn't able to like keep up with it, with where I was at in life, and I think like having that pressure to like post on the internet was just not good for me at all, you know? So that was kind of part of it. And then I also was just in a place where I didn't feel like I was doing anything like interesting or worthy of making videos, which I'm not the type of person who's like going to take you through my daily routine every single day, because like realistically I was just staying at home a lot. Like I wasn't going out or like doing interesting things necessarily. I was just like at home most of the time, and that's not interesting content over and over and over again. So I took a break. I took a really long break. I also was doing cannabis content, which like, that's fine. It's just not what I want to do with my life over and over again. Like that's not the only part of my personality that I have. That's why I started a new channel where it's really just open to be a little bit of everything. Like these get ready with me videos. I would have never done that on my old channel, you know? I like the pink actually. I think it came out nice. Go ahead and add some more here. Yeah, so that's kind of why I stopped, and then I guess why I started it again is like now I feel like I'm at a place in my life where like I'm doing okay mentally because I don't have like crippling stress and anxiety from work, from debt, from life. And I'm also in a place that's like interesting. I'm going out and doing things. Like we're going on trips, we're creating a new life. It's an exciting new time. So I want to record and like make these memories and then have that not only for like you guys to watch, but for myself to look back on. Whereas like at these other points in my life, I was in a very low point. I didn't, you know, it wasn't necessarily a good time there. I'm trying to decide what other color I want. I'm gonna dab just a tiny bit of this like really shimmery pink. Yeah, so I guess that's why I started doing YouTube again, was because I felt like I was at an interesting point in my life and just like a fun point too. One where I'm actually doing things that is like worth recording and having fun with, basically. All right, let's see. My favorite thing to cook. That's hard because it changes. It changes based on the hyperfixation. I'd say my favorite thing to cook most often is like some sort of dumplings. So whether it's like an Asian inspired dumpling with tofu, or whether it's like a pierogi. I love pierogies. I'm Polish, if you couldn't tell by my nose. Yeah, I love a pierogi. I'll make this shit out of that. But I also love like a lot of Korean, a lot of Japanese food. So I also love tteokbokki, things like that. Super tasty. The holy grail of fucking eyeliner, guys. We went out for drinks. We saw a dog. As you can tell, I'm still pretty emotional about my dog. And I ended up crying on the car ride home about my dog, and this shit did not budge. It's not perfect, but it's eyeliner. I'm not even seeing anybody or going anywhere today, so it doesn't need to be perfect. Then I'm using my Ilia Mascara. This shit is fire. I tried the Milk Mascara, which is supposed to be another clean beauty brand. I didn't really like a lot of their products though. I felt like it like just melted off of me, especially the mascara. So I use this. I've been using this for, really I've been using all of the Ilia products for a good 2 years now. And I can't recommend them enough. Like, they're amazing. The mascara is incredible, obviously. And then I have been using this e.l.f. eyebrow brush, but I've seen people say really good things about this, and I don't know. I think I could take it or leave it. I kind of wish I had got the Ilia brush instead to try out, because I haven't tried theirs out. I'm sure it's just like a much better quality, you know? But this isn't bad. It's fine. It would be a lot better if I hadn't fucked up this eyebrow. Proposal story. Somebody wants the proposal story. So happy to oblige in that. Because it's a very happy memory for me and for us. So we didn't know we were selling the house until, let's see, like an hour before. Like I literally got the call and they were like, we're good to go because we were having issues. Basically what happened was my loan had gotten sold at the very last minute and they didn't have it in the new system yet. So I had to just like fight tooth and nail up until the end and be like, please let this happen. We have to do this. Because we were coming up on the end of our extension too. So they went ahead and they worked with me and they got it done, but we didn't know until an hour before. And so I drove to the closing in a snowstorm, drove back, things were okay. But yeah, it was just a really hectic day. So we ended up getting an Airbnb in Maine for the night before we like actually headed out on our journey across the country. And we got an Airbnb in our favorite little town, Old Orchard. So a little backstory, when Elijah and I first started like hanging out and seeing each other, he lived in Old Orchard for just like a brief period before he ended up moving very far away. And it's just like, it has a lot of really good memories for us. It's where he taught me how to surf, different things like that. We just love Old Orchard, and a lot of people in Maine hate it, but we love it. We love the like Americana aspect of it. But anyway, so, you know, we get to the Airbnb, we finally get our like food, we're settled in after a very hectic day. And we have our cat with us, and Elijah is like, come into the bedroom, Percy's coming out. And so I walk in there and he's on one knee, and I don't see the ring or anything like that. I just think like, oh, he's on one knee because he's like under the bed. So I go to like under the bed and he's like, no, you're supposed to stand up for this part. And I was like, what? Like, I was still so confused. It took me forever to even see the ring and like comprehend what was happening. And then I, of course, said yes because I love this man so much. He's my best friend and like everything I've ever wanted in this world. He's so amazing. So it was really, really cute. It was a very hectic, crazy day. It was the perfect time to do it, I think. You know, like we had just gotten through so much shit in the past year, and to sell the house and then get engaged the same day was just really, really special, and get engaged in our favorite place. So we haven't started like planning a wedding or anything like that yet. We're kind of taking it slow. Like we want to get settled out here first. That's our top priority. We're committed to each other. We aren't worried about it, you know. But yeah, it was very unexpected. I thought he was going to make me wait for a lot longer because like we had been talking about it for ages and ages. And I was like, man, I'm never getting proposed to. Like we're just going to keep talking about this and then we're going to get married and like that's fine. But I did like secretly want the proposal. Which is so funny because I've never been that girl that's like dreamed of proposals or weddings or anything like that until I met him. And I think that just like speaks to how perfect of a match he is for me. So yeah, it was really, really sweet, really cute. He definitely tricked me with the cat. But yeah, that's the proposal story. And I think I'll leave it there for the end of the video because we're at 30 minutes already and my makeup is done. It looks okay. The swing is a little fucked up, but what are you gonna do? Like I said, I'm no professional makeup artist. I hope you guys liked the get ready with me video. If you want to see more of these in the future, let me know because I think they're really fun. They're fun to do and like film kind of a Q&A at the same time. Try out some new makeup looks. It kind of forces me to get outside of my comfort zone. Like this pink look it's actually cute. I like it. Highly recommend the Morphe palettes. But thanks for watching, guys. If you made it this far, definitely, you know, feel free to like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave me a comment. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.